Let me show you everything you need to get better at playing over rhythm changes. Rhythm changes refers to one of the most common chord progressions in jazz. It's based off of the chords of I Got Rhythm, and there are numerous jazz heads using these chords. Last week I showed you something you can play over the first two bars. Now let's move on to bar 3 and 4. Bars 1 and 2 have a 1-6-2-5 progression, while bar 3 and 4 have a 3-6-2-5 progression. And since the 1 chord and the 3 chord share the same chord scale and a lot of the same chord tones, then most of the stuff you can play in bars 1 and 2, you can also play in bars 3 and 4. Since we took an arpeggio-based approach last week, let's take a look at a more scalar approach this time. So on the 3 chord, the D minor 7, let's start on the 3rd, the F. Now we're just going to play a scale going down, and since we're in the key of B flat, the D minor 7 chord takes the Phrygian mode. Now we're going into a G7 chord, so let's land on the 3rd and keep going down the scale. But now let's also add in the flat 9 on the G7 chord, an A flat, to really show that we're going to a minor chord next. This is perfect. Now we're going to be landing on the 3rd of the 2 chord, an E flat on the C minor 7 chord. Now on this chord, I want to change directions and start going back up. And finally, on the 5 chord, we're going to do a classic flat 9 and sharp 9 movement like this. Now there are infinite opportunities for things to play over rhythm changes, but hopefully this is going to show you a couple of options you have using arpeggios and using chord scales to create some jazz lines that really outline the chords. And make sure you're following me, because next week we're going to be looking at bars 5 and 6, the 2-5 going to the 4 chord.